Hey Adam, again my name is Seleni and I just work with business owners across the state of Utah, again just out of Utah County myself, so just a little bit further south from you guys here, but I put together this quick custom video just showing you how you stack up against your competition online and the 3 specific things that are keeping you from showing up first on Google there in your areas that you service. Now you're probably asking, okay, why would you be doing this for free? Simple. Most business owners are just too busy running their business to figure out Google, and honestly, you might not know who to trust or know how your current efforts are going. So I create this custom video just to shine some light on that. Some people take it and run with it themselves. Other people say, hey Seleni, can you please just handle this for me? Either way works for me. Now, let me show you the 3 gaps that I found with your site as we go over content, citations, and backlinks. Those are the 3 things that we're really going to pay attention and highlight here. So first is content. So content, really with that is Google just can't read your mind and know what you do, right? So it has to be told through your website content. So that can be everything here that you see that is highlighted. This can be your text, images, what images are even named, what's behind them. All of that can be considered content. Now, to give you an example of that, let's go ahead and just scroll back here to the top. If we go ahead and right click, save as, I can see what your image is saved as here, just a bunch of numbers and letters. Similarly, I'm sure with this one, homepage for photo. And then if we go down here to inspect, we can actually see what the alt text is behind the image. It's kind of hard to highlight here because it doesn't let you highlight it, but right here in the middle, you can see alt text is homepage 2 photo. And then similarly here, right here, sorry, it's getting in my way there. Homepage tire photo is what it shows here. Now, again, these would be a great way to actually be able to use local specific keywords here that people are actually searching for. Again, just to help increase that content. So telling Google exactly what you guys do so you're able to get found for what people are actually searching for there in your area. Now we're going to go ahead and jump off as we're talking about content. We're going to jump over here into one of my tools. This is called Ahrefs, super cool tool. Basically just helps me to be able to see what's working well for your competition and what's working well for you. So I ran one of your competitors over here. It's a Mighty Dog there. I ran one of their URLs in right here, and we can see right off the bat as we're talking about content, we're just going to see a couple of the keywords this page is ranking for. Now, this is for a specific page. I know they've got a ton of pages since they have a ton of different franchise locations here, but just paying attention to just even a couple of these keywords in the specific areas. We've got Sandy, Lehigh, South Jordan, West Jordan. Obviously, we're paying attention to South Jordan just because that's your main area right now. But they are ranking right now. They are showing up as the #1 position, but that term gets found right now 40 times every single month. If we jump over here, I've got your URL plugged in right here. Again, as we're talking about content, we'll jump over here to your keywords that you're being found for. You can see here you're not being found for specific roofing terms that people would necessarily be searching in. Blue collar right here would be a branded one, and this one is really not related to the services that you're offering. But you can see here, again, just looking at some of that traffic of what they're being found for. And again, even when I'm looking at different keywords here, I show roofing contractor South Jordan being searched 100 times every month, roofing contractor South Jordan 40 times every month, roofing South Jordan, Utah 30 times, 20 times. You can see here hundreds of people searching for different roofing services, and this isn't even with the roof repairs. There's a bunch of different ones with the roof repair keywords that I was finding as well. And so again, just kind of begs the question, what would that do for your business if you were able to get found for those type of keywords there? Another really important aspect here is going over your website. That's really important with the content is just making sure you've got enough content on there. That way you're able to really get found with the right keywords. When I plugged in how much content you had here on your homepage, looks like you guys are sitting around 798 words, whereas that Mighty Dog Roofing, when I'm plugging in their website here, that looks like their website's around 1,600 words there. Again, really important to have at least 1,500 keyword-rich content there on your homepage. That way, again, you're just getting found for the services that people are actually searching for. So that's the gap #1, and it's 100% beatable. Now, we're going to jump over into Google here. Of course, I've got one of those main keywords, roofing contractor South Jordan, Utah, plugged in right here. And of course, the very first thing that we're going going to see when you pull this up is the ads section. The thing with ads is it can totally be a money pit if your website's not dialed in or if people are using ad blockers. So we're really not going to pay attention to ads. They can be beneficial when you're using the right timing, but we're going to actually jump down here below that and really talk about this area, which is the Google Map Pack. Okay, and you see right here, I mean, this first one is a sponsored right here, but these other three, these are the top 3 spots here in the map pack. So this is where 40% of the clicks go when somebody searches a term similar to this. So to get here, you need citations. So what is a citation? Well, they are just super simple. It's just your business name, address, and phone number listed on a lot of online directories like these. Again, you want to be able to get onto real, legitimate local business directories here just to help Google to be able to verify that you are real and legitimate. Now, again, most companies that are here in the top area here in the map pack, they oftentimes have about 150 to 200 citations. So if you're buried down below that on maybe page 2 or 3, you might only have 10 or 30 citations. So you need to go ahead and go get more to match your competitors and then be able to beat them. That is gap number 2. When we're jumping into the number 3, which is backlinks, last thing we said we're going to talk to you about. Backlinks are often called like link juice. Now, when we scroll down here below the map pack, we get into this area. This is the organics listing section down here, and the organic section below the map pack, sorry, tongue twister there, gets about 60% of the search traffic. The top 3 listings in a map pack typically get about 75% of the clicks. So if you're not up here, you're invisible to most of your potential customers. Again, with backlinks, that's just when one website will link to your website. So kind of like a popularity contest. You want to get the recommendations from the coolest kids. So for you, that means local blogs, industry-specific sites, or relevant directories. Now, if we're jumping in here into my tool again, let's jump into the overview. I can see you guys actually have quite a few backlinks being pushed to your site. You've got 285 backlinks from 126 different websites here. If we look at your competitors over here, this one is a little bit hard because they're passing some power from some different pages. You know, this specific Sandy, Utah page, which even breaks down even further to the South Jordan page. Kind of hard to explain there, but even if we took that back, you can see from like the parent page, they're getting their power from huge amounts of power from the parent page. We're really not normally seeing that in local specific websites, usually around several hundred, which you guys have a great amount of backlinks. Biggest thing really here to focus on is a couple things. First of all, backlinks really aren't going to do a lot for you if your foundation on your website and your content is not set up the right way. You have to have a strong foundation. Sorry, this is taking forever. You have to have a strong foundation for those backlinks to actually push the right amount of power to help you guys actually get found. The second really important thing with backlinks is just making sure that you're getting quality backlinks being pushed to your website. So I see here a lot that might be questionable with this that you'd want to definitely check out and just make sure you're not getting bad links being pointed back to your website. So again, that is gap number 3, and it is totally beatable there. Now, again, so those are the 3 things really helping that are keeping you from dominating on Google. First was that content, getting your content to at least the 1,500 words with the right keywords that customers are actually searching for. Second, citations, getting your name, address, and phone number listed on as many online directories. That way you beat out your competition. And then last is backlinks. Again, quality over quantity here, making sure that you've got more relevant sites linking back to you once you've already fixed your foundation with your content on the website. Again, if you implement these today, then you can rank number 1 on Google. And instead of paying Angie's List for shared leads, you can control your lead flow, having customers come straight to your door. So here is what I would love from you. At a minimum, if you could just shoot me a quick reply, letting me know that you watched this and tell me what stood out to you. I spent real time on this custom breakdown for your business, so I would appreciate hearing your thoughts, even if it is just a sentence or 2 or a quick phone call. If you're thinking, okay, Seleni, I see that you know your stuff, but I'm just already stretched really thin, well, that's exactly what I do and where I can come in. Just reply and we can chat about your situation. Or if you want to tackle this on your own, go for it. Just let me know what you choose to focus on first. Either way, I would love to hear from you. Again, my name is Seleni, and I look forward to your response. Have a great day, Adam.